The committee will come to order. Without objection, the chair is authorized to declare recess of the committee at any time. Pursuant to notice, I now call up H.R. 2988, the Whistleblower Protection Improvement Act. The clerk will report the bill, which was distributed in advance. Without objection, the clerk will report.
H.R. 2988 to amend Title V United States Code to modify and enhance protections for federal government whistleblowers and for other purposes.
Without objection, the bill is considered read and open to amendment at any point. The chair recognizes herself to offer an amendment in the nature of a substitute, copies which have been distributed electronically to all members in advance. The clerk will report the amendment.
Amendment in the nature of a substitute to H.R. 2988 offered by Mrs. Maloney of New York.
Without objection, the amendment is considered read and will serve as base text for purposes of amendment. I now recognize myself for 5 minutes on the amendment. In May, I reintroduced the Whistleblower Protection Improvement Act, along with Representatives Mace, Conley, Spear, and many others. Today, the bill is supported by a bipartisan coalition of 25 members on the committee. Federal whistleblowers provide critical information on government corruption and wrongdoing, including by providing information to Congress. Their disclosures safeguard taxpayers' dollars, improve federal programs, and save lives. Unfortunately, the committee has seen too many examples of employee retaliation and employers retaliating against whistleblowers. In one instance, the TSA moved airport employees hundreds of miles away to new duty stations when they revealed security flaws at TSA. In another troubling example, a White House supervisor moved files beyond the reach of a disabled employee after the employee disclosed violations of security clearance procedures. As these examples make clear, whistleblowers often make disclosures at great personal risk. It is for this reason that protections for whistleblowers have long received bipartisan support in Congress. I thank my colleagues, especially Representative Mace, for continuing that tradition today. The Whistleblower Protection Improvement Act would make long overdue reforms to ensure that whistleblowers are protected from retaliation to the greatest extent possible, and to provide equitable remedies when whistleblowers do face retaliation. The bill would prohibit agencies from launching retaliatory investigations against employees who blow the whistle and would limit the public disclosure of a whistleblower's identity. The bill would also provide federal whistleblowers with faster legal recourse for retaliation claims and would allow whistleblowers to have their claims tried before a jury in federal district court. Access to jury trials has been a longtime priority of whistleblower advocates. The last major reform to the Whistleblower Protection Act was in 2012. When that bill passed, then-Ranking Member Elijah Cummings said, and I quote, "I know this bill represents a compromise based on the political realities of today, but the fight is not over. I will continue to fight for protections that are not in this bill and hope that my colleagues on both sides of the aisle would join me in that fight. We need to amend the law to allow whistleblowers the ability to go to court and have their case heard by a jury," end quote. I am proud to continue this bipartisan effort to protect whistleblowers today. The bill we are considering today also clarifies that whistleblowers who prevail are entitled to recover attorney fees and to receive the necessary relief to make them whole. Finally, the bill would make clear that no federal employee, including the President or Vice President of the United States, may interfere with or retaliate against a whistleblower for sharing information with Congress. The Whistleblower Protection Improvement Act has received public support from a wide range of stakeholder organizations, including the Government Accountability Project, the Project on Government Oversight, the Taxpayer Protection Alliance, Whistleblowers of America, and the National Taxpayers Union. In a support letter we received yesterday, the National Taxpayer Union praised the bill, saying that it, quote, significantly increases and reinforces whistleblower protections and includes several best practice improvements to legal whistleblower protections, end quote. I urge my colleagues on both sides of the aisle to support this bill and to support the heroes who disclose wrongdoing in our government. Who else seeks recognition? The ranking member is recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And the committee takes protecting whistleblowers